Hello, it's Monica from Crafting with Quilling Lady, and it is time for week number 7 of Mintay Papers Challenge. And this week's theme is flat. I'm going to show you step by step how to create a shaped flat card without any cutting dies. For my project today, I'm going to use Cottage House collection from Mintay Papers. When I saw that color combo, I thought this collection would be perfect for a card for a couple who's going to be parents for the first time. So that's why I decided to use it. As you can see, all the images are super soft and gorgeous. First, I've got 5 by 7 inches card base. I'm going to fold it in flat and burnish it. So we've got a nice card base, but now I'm going to get a scrap piece of card. I'm going to place it at the top, and using my pencil, I'm going to draw the shape. But bear with me because it doesn't look great at the moment, but when we add all the details later on, it's going to be amazing. So as you can see, I'm going to draw some hands as well, and this is just a sketch. It does not have to be perfect. And I was inspired by a card I saw on Pinterest, and I'm going to leave the link in the description down below if you'd like to see that card. So now, as you can see, I'm using my scissors to go around the pencil line. So I know it doesn't look great at the moment, but seriously, wait for it. I'm going to trace it on my card blank here, and then I'm going to use scissors and fussy cut that element. So as you can see on the right hand side, we're going to have quite a lot of space to fill it in with the design papers inside of the card. And at the back of the card, there will be plenty of space to write a message for the recipients. And that's exactly what I did. So with my template here, I'm going to draw the shapes. As you can see, I just matched them. And this beautiful design paper from Cottage House, I thought it would be just perfect to create a dress with those blue flowers, because the couple is going to have a baby boy very soon. So now when I traced it, I'm going to use my pencil and make it slightly smaller. I know it probably is not super visible here, but in real life, when you create your own shape, it will be absolutely fine. So as you can see, I'm going to use my scissors to fussy cut it. It does not have to be perfect because later on I'm going to adjust some of the shapes anyway. And when I'm happy with it, I'm going to use my guillotine to cut the excess off. But before I do it, I'm going to use my pencil to create some marks as well. If you have any excess, you can use the scissors straight away. So now I'm going to place that element where I'm happy to have a nice white border. I'm going to make some pencil marks and then use a guillotine to have very nice straight lines on the side and at the bottom. So when this is ready, I can adhere it. If you want, you can also use some ink blending technique here for extra interest, and that would be absolutely fine. Have you taken part in Mintay Papers Challenge so far? If you have, what projects have you created? Please let me know in the comments down below. I also wonder, have you ever created a card for a couple who's going to have their first baby? Please let me know in the comments down below. As you can see, now I've got a cream card and I'm going to draw the arm. So as you can see, I'm using my pencil to draw a rough sketch, more or less where it's going to end on the bum here. And as you can see, you can always adjust it using an eraser, and that would be absolutely fine. It does not have to be perfect because even then, when you cut it out, you can make it slightly bigger or smaller if you're not happy with it, because there is still plenty of card left over. And this cream card comes from Lidl. It has very good quality, and I thought that would be perfect. So I'm happy with the hand here and the arm. Now I'm going to trim it slightly And when this is ready, I'm also going to create a left hand as well. So I do have lots of card left over. It's always a good idea to get rid of the pencil marks using an eraser as well. But if you want to leave it this way, that will be fine. So as you can see, I'm creating my own shaped card and it's going to be flat. And I think this is a really cool idea if you want to create something absolutely special. I really hope this project will inspire you to create your own version of this card. And if you are inspired, please let me know in the comments down below. With the second hand, as you can see, it is slightly smaller. And then when I'm happy with the elements I fussy cut, I'm going to add even more interest to it. So I'm going to use some ink blending technique on the skin. I'm going to show you how to do it. The trick here, not to use the ink literally on every single side. I'm going to use Distress Oxide ink in tea dye color, and I'm only going to do it from the left hand side. So this way, you've got like highlights and shadows, and I really like it. If you want, you can also do it on the dress as well. So I'm happy with it. Now I can use my one and only liquid glue, magic glue, and I can adhere those elements on the card. So then you have to decide how do you want to decorate the inside of the card. And that Cottage Heart collection, I think it is perfect for this occasion. As I told you, it has very beautiful, soft and pale colors. And now, if you think the border is a little bit too wide, you can use your scissors to adjust it. So as you can see, you don't really need any cutting dies to create this card. All you have to do is to use a pencil and scissors. So I'm happy with it. Now let's decorate the inside. I've got the gold card, which measures 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, and the design paper is 4.5 by 6.5 of an inch. I'm going to adhere them together and then inside of the card. And off camera, I also fussy cut some elements from that Cottage Heart collection. Have you used that collection to create your makes? If you have used it, please let me know. What did you make? I'm also going to use some cutting dies from my stash, and these are Simply Made Crafts by Helen Griffin, and these are called Baby Accessories Die Set. I'm going to use my alcohol markers to add the color to the teddy bear. As you can see, it is exactly the same color cardstock as I used for the skin. But if you use some ink blending techniques and alcohol markers, you can literally adjust all the elements. And I really like it. So I'm building the teddy bear here. I'm trying to make it as simple and quick as possible. And I really like it. I think this is literally the cutest thing ever. And when I'm happy with the elements, I'm also going to create a nose and eyes. And as you can see, those super tiny elements are pretty tricky to touch. But what you can do, you can use a special sticky pencil if you have it, and that would be absolutely fine. Or for the eyes, you can simply draw them using your alcohol marker, and that will be fine as well. So the teddy bear is nearly ready. Now I can adhere him inside of the card. So when this is ready, then I'm going to fussy cut some few other elements from the collection, and I'm going to place them inside. However, if you know me, you know how much I love to personalize cards or projects. So I also use some alphabet cutting dies from my stash, and I'm going to die cut the names of the recipients. And actually, these are the names of the future parents. And that's what I'm going to do in the top right corner. And this cutting die set comes from Crafter's Companion. It is pretty old, but I really like that alphabet font. I'm going to use my low tack tape to make sure the letters are on a straight line. It's always a good idea to get rid of the excess of the glue before you adhere it on a card. And I do think that low tack tape is the best. if you want to make sure the letters are on a straight line. But as you can see, the grid is also a good option. So place all the elements on a straight line and then use your low tack tape and literally tiny bits of glue. And then when you're happy with it, you can hold the letters and then peel off the low tack tape. Now I'm going to shape the wings of a butterfly, and there is also a bow here which I'm going to place as well at the front of the card. I couldn't resist. They are just so beautiful. And this color palette is so amazing and soft, so maybe that can be for babies as well, like welcome baby cards. What do you think about my take on week number 7? And the theme is flat. Thank you so much for watching and spending that time with me. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I really hope to see you in my next video. Have a wonderful day and happy crafting! Bye for now!